Welcome back. Smooth and Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. It is day 84 in TitanX. A lot has happened, right? We have had a new project being released, Dragon X. It's been going pretty good. It had a absolute massive pump in the beginning and then an absolute massive drop. So it's been good, right? And it's been raising our price floor, which is absolutely amazing. And it's one of those things that I'm really looking forward to long term to see kind of how it's going to play out, right? Titan X is at day 84, guys. So it's very, very, very early, right? We have a long, long way to go. I mean, Bitcoin's 13 years old. So just imagine Titan X at 13 years old, right? I mean, that's the type of long distance thinking that I'm in. And I'm here for the long run. People are absolutely fudding their own bags, right? And fudding everything possible. But at the end of the day, this is a brand new project. I'm really excited about where we are, where we're going to go, and where we're have been, right? And the amount of people in TitanX is very, very low in crypto standards, right? It's at 13,104 people right now. And what it's going to take is a couple green monthly candles for people to really FOMO in. I mean, a lot of people that have gotten in have done really well, right? And the payouts and staking has been really well, but the amount of people that could get in is absolutely endless. So I'm really looking forward to the possibility of a forever growing ecosystem of projects being built on top of TitanX, users getting in, right? And one thing I will say about the miners is over time, the miners will forever and always hit kind of like a price kind of floor for that, right? If the price of each miner every day is going up forever, right, until one ETH, and Ethereum is in theory going up as well, it's going to get more expensive to mine. And those miners and the liquidity pairs that it does have are going to grow exponentially if ETH does exactly what it's going to do. So over time, it's gonna get harder and harder and harder, and that's what I kinda like, right? I mean, at a certain point, the only, possible amount that can be mined is gonna be 800 Titan X tokens per day, so I'm really interested to see, us getting billions of tokens right now. Who holds, who sells, right? And how much gets bought and burned, especially when we get to that 800, amount of coins possible, so let's just jump right into some stats, right? Estimated Titan X at the end of a miner is 1.249 billion. So this has been dropping pretty aggressively, right? And overall, it's uh one of those things that like people overvalue current or undervalue current coins that they're getting. But if at the end of the day, say you were mining 50 block coins, right, for with Bitcoin, at the time it was really, really cheap. And you could sell them, right? And a lot of people did sell them, right? And that's one of the biggest regrets most people have, right? I was mining Bitcoin back in the day and I sold it like an idiot, right? And that's one of those things that if this is somewhat similar to mining, right? Obviously these are virtual miners compared to hardware miners, but people undervalue how much coins are worth right now for future value. And it's looking really good. I mean, you're still getting a ton of coins, right? Coin accumulation is one of the most important things when it comes to not only Titan X, but crypto in general. And I really, really like how much you're still getting, right? I mean, it's not as much as the beginning, right? But overall, it's been eating at the amount you're getting. And every day it gets harder and harder, right? Especially right the ETH to start. Right now it's 526 bucks to start, roughly 0.2137 to start a max power miner. So it's forever growing. That daily update is going to continue to grow and eat away at the amount that's being able to be bought and mined over time. Estimated dollar value at the end of a miner is 1773. So 235.81% return. And, It's not as crazy as it once was at these prices, right? But $1,700 from 526. I know waiting that long is a long time to get, but this could go up, this could go down, right? And it's going to forever and always be volatile until it isn't. And when we get to that point, I mean, this project's going to be juicy when we get to that point. Uh, TitanX market price is 501415, and Dragon X has really gave it a little pump, right? I mean, we have seen some growth, and we're kind of I'm liking being in the middle of the ones. I think we're at a really good spot to balloon up, but at the same time, we have a ton of liquidity backing us in the sell side. So this is still really good. Global T rank is at 252,700. Current Titan per day of mining is officially under 6 million, which is a lot, right? That is a lot of drop, right? We've already seen over a 25% drop on the amount you could get per day in 84 days. So it's not a halvening, right? But it's a quartering. And this is the first quartering we've had. And it's going to continue to get even crazier. So once we get to 4 million uh, per day, that's when, we'll hit another halvening. So I'm going to go to the docs just to see when the next halvening is. Daily update. So Titan per day mining. So this is I think this is day 250 ish is when we're going to get to that first halvening. So under a year, we're going to have a halvening, and the next halvening is even faster, right? It's going to be another year, right? And when we get to a million, that's when it starts kind of spreading out a little bit. And in the beginning, it's going to be almost one per year, which is very, very important. I mean, Bitcoin's every 4 years. So just imagine how much over time that it's going to be mineable is going to push price up. And obviously we've seen with Bitcoin, it's going to taper off, right? Especially with the amount that's being released, right? Same thing with us, right? I mean, we have tons of coins being released, but what happens when we don't have a ton of coins being released? That's what I'm interested in seeing. I'm not saying it's going to go up. I'm not saying it's going to go down. I'm just saying it's very, very interesting to see from a coin being hyperinflationary to hyper deflationary, and every day that daily updates eating the amount of coins being mined, right? The amount of dollars it takes to do a full miner, and forever and always the T rank's going to get lower, right? The Titan X required to create one share rate in the staking pool will forever and always go up until it flatlines to 2,800, right? These are all things that really interests me, right? And this, when I read the white paper the first time, this right here was the biggest thing that really, really caught my attention. The cost to mine one Titan X moves up 55,000x. 55,000x. The cost per miner in ETH gets 5 times more expensive from zero point 0.2 ETH to 1 ETH. The Titan X per day per miner goes down 11,000x from 8.8 million to 8 million, or 800, sorry. 8.8 million to 800. That's an 11,000x drop, which is that's insane. Combined together, that's a 55,000x price floor increase on the cost to produce one Titan X. Since share rate moves up 0.03% every day as well, from 800 to 2,800, that's a 3.5x increase. This plus the thing above means the cost to produce one share in staking goes up 55,000x times 3.5x, which is 192,500x. So this isn't saying the price is going to go up that much. All it's saying is this is the math on the price floor over time. So the people that are saying in my comments, right, and just talking and talking and talking about how, oh, we're terrible, this is going down, this and that, right? And I say all the time in my videos, I'm a long-term investor, right? If I'm not, time in the market always beats timing the market, right? And The time in the market for crypto is long term. It always has been and it always will be. There's some projects that will be a quick get in, get out kind of thing, right? Because there's no community behind it, right? But with certain things like TitanX in particular, this is one of those things that will forever and always have a cult following underlining the whole project. And there's going to be a lot of people that are in TitanX right now that see the price floor go up this much, right? The cost to produce one share in staking, right? And also the price floor increase on the cost to produce one TitanX. People will see the 55,000, right? Price floor increase. People will see it that are in it today. And I can't wait. I'm going to be one of them, right? People are flooding their own bag, they're doing this and that. I will be one of the people that see this 55,000 price floor increase, right? If it takes that 3,500 days or 3,000 days or whatever it is, I'm going to see it. I'm staked that long. I know Shogun's going to come out and people are going to do this and that with their stakes. I'm holding the stakes, right, for 3,500 days. And at the end of 3,500 days, we will evaluate where we are. So people really think about it, right? We have so much coins coming out right now, hyperinflation, right? Hyperinflation. We have passed, right? Today slash yesterday was the biggest, well, yesterday, the biggest inflation day we've had in a long time. The next 90 days, we have 12 over a billion day, right? Release of coins, right? Or a trillion, sorry. Let's see. Let's go to this 90-day, right? Okay. Right. So a trillion, right? In the next 90 days, we have 12 days that are a trillion coins being released, right? Every other day is less than that. And if you see it, the trend is down and to the right, down and to the right for right now until that 280 day, right? That 280 day comes, it is down to the right. Obviously, we have a tiny little spike and then we have a huge day, right? The first 2 days, right, of the 280 and 281 day are massive, right? But this follows where we are, right, in the the TitanX miners right now, right? After that day, this looks exactly like where we are with what these have done, right? These have, I'll make myself a little smaller. This looks exactly like this. So overall, this is down to the right, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see while we're going down where we are with all the projects being built on top of TitanX, how they interact with TitanX, right? And how much coins are actually burnt. Hyper is coming, and that is going to burn all liquid TitanX, right? Only liquid TitanX. There is no stakes being burnt on Hyper, as we know right now, right? Shogun, as Jake has said, that is going to be the one that burns stakes. And I just get so excited long term, right? Because I have no problem in holding and chilling and waiting, right? I'm absolutely unbiased to how much money it is worth right now because I would love for it to absolutely moonbag, right, in this next bull run and us to see, a giant increase in price, right? I would love to see it. That would make me the most happy TitanX holder ever, right? But I can't I can't say that I'm not going to be happy 2 bull runs from now, right? 3 bull runs from now, right? I have the ability, right? I'm not that old, right? I'm not that young, right? But I have the ability to hold this type of coin for 30 or 40 years, right? I have the ability, right? I know a lot of people that watch me are either in their 30s, 40s, 50s, even some 60s, right? You don't have the ability, right? Maybe you do, maybe you don't have the ability to hold coins for that long. But I am blessed to be in the position I'm at, right? And there's a lot of people younger, right, that have the ability to hold even longer. I want to see how the maths over 10 years, right? Plus. And I'm going to hold until that point. So I ain't really worried about where we are currently because my strategy has not changed and it's going to forever and always be the same strategy. And I'm timing the market for the life of me. I'm never going to be timing the market. Obviously, buying dips is timing the market, right? But at the end of the day, you're still just holding those long term. And I'm really excited about where we are right now. It is the by the depression kind of state, right? I mean, we haven't been growing users like we used to, right? And the amount of Ethan, right? Everything seems like it is dire, right? And everybody's freaking out, right? But the people that really believe in this long term are not wavered at all. I am not tripping whatsoever. I'm absolutely cooling, right? I'm not worried about the price 2 days from now, 3 days. I'm not worried, right? Because all I'm worried about is coin accumulation long term. And we are continuously accumulating coins. And that is the most important part when we are in a non bull market. We are in a early stage of a project. Everybody in projects early are gonna absolutely game the system and do what they have to do, right? And I get it, and I'm cool with that, right? But the one of the most important things I see is that we have over $1 million, right? Roughly $1 million in liquidity, right? 1.1. So just like that, from when we were on this live stream, we went up $100,000 in liquidity, and in the 24-hour day, right, we're up 15.32%. Huge, huge, right? Yesterday we were down, right? I can't state this enough. I'm in, if you noticed, my charts that I love to be in are all in daily, right? I am not in the 15-minute chart. I'm not in the 10-minute, 5-minute, 1 hour. I'm in the daily, right? And obviously, if I want to see, right, what's going on during the day, right? I'm at the, let's just go 5-minute chart. You gotta zoom in so much for the 5-minute chart. So you go 15, right? And what do you get from that? Nothing really. You go in the hour chart. Okay, you get a little bit more, see what's happening, right? You get a little bit more, get some days in there, but overall the daily chart is the most important chart in my opinion, right? And it really shows per day what the user sentiment was and where we are going currently. And we are been hovering in this spot for a while, right? And we're in 5 zeros, 1 4 2 4. Very, very low, but very, very high potential, in my opinion, right? People want to buy the coins that go crazy when they already went crazy, right? They always have the speculation of, damn, I wish I bought these coins at a certain point, and that point was when it was super low. But what does it take for you to buy the coins and hold the coins when it's super low, right? Cojones. Takes cojones. It takes absolute guts to hold and buy coins that seem to be losing value, right? And being at the lowest possible point it has been, right? When the future was even better, right? And right now it just feels like nothing's really happening. We're in a lull, right? We're in a bottom, right? Will you buy coins now, right? Or hold the coins you have, or recycle and get out and move on, right? But one thing I will say, every single person I talk to that has known about crypto and knows about crypto has been very, very upset with themselves how they treated Bitcoin. I know too many people that have treated Bitcoin terribly, right? From early on, right? A lot of people knew about Bitcoin in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, right? These these catalytic years of Bitcoin. I know too many people that like, yeah, I knew about Bitcoin, but I just didn't, I didn't do it right. I didn't treat it right. I didn't buy it. I didn't even look into it, right? People will FOMO later on with TitanX for sure, right? But the amount of people that are buying right now and holding right now and mining right now, if this thing does what a lot of people think it's going to do, right? And uh, I'm not speculating on price at all, right? It's just the how the math and the price floor will grow, right? If you wait long enough and you hold, right, and this thing could go crazy. And that's one of the things I really, really love about this project, right? It has so many different variables that past coins have not had combined with each other. And it is a layer two coin, which projects are being built on top of it. I'm super, super pumped up on the possibilities of what we can do and what we have already done, right? I mean, we are an 84-day project, and we have over 12 projects being built on top of TitanX. That is massive. I mean, the only thing that's comparable to that, right, is basically Pulse Chain. And Pulse Chain is another type of beast, right? I love it, right? And I wish TitanX was on Pulse Chain, but at the same time, I see the benefits of being on Ethereum. Ethereum has so many people using it, right? And the gas fees when you're getting big payouts are irrelevant, in my opinion, right? If you did it right and you're currently doing it right, the gas fees are irrelevant. But one thing I will say is that the gas fees in the future, right? If they don't get fixed and we have the crazy high 100, $200 gas fees, one thing that will bring is big ballers into TitanX. If we go crazy and we see some big price movements, right? Big ballers are the only people that are really going to buy TitanX, right? Because the people that are trying to get in for $100 are going to have $100 gas fee. Try to get in for $200 and we have a $200 gas fee, right? They got to get in for 400 just to get in for 200, right? So what that's going to be is going to big ballers, right? With $5,000, $1,000, $2,000, right? $10,000. Those are the people that are going to get in when we have big, big gas fees. So it's a double edged sword. And in my opinion, it's really up in the air with where we are right now, right? With gas fees being, I mean, I've been able to snipe some $5 gas fees, right? And you gotta see and know the transaction times when you should do that. But generally speaking, it's right around $10, right? $11 to $20 right now is the gas fees. And I see more of the $8 to $12 range for gas fees. And that still gives you some movability within the platform to be able to buy and sell and stake and mine, right? And continue to just keep growing your bags, right? I still think that's really a high gas fee, right? But sometimes price is what you pay to be in a very high appreciating asset as in crypto. And I'm really, really interested to see how these gas fees are actually going to affect the amount of people and users that we do have, right? And to say this is going to be a simple ride is an understatement. This is going to be one of the most crazy rides, crazy bull runs I think we'll ever see. I think big money, big institutional money is going to be getting in to crypto this bull cycle. We had a lot of different narratives in the past bull cycle. DeFi, right? NFTs and this and that, right? We've had a ton of different narratives when it comes to crypto, but this year, or not this year, this bull cycle is going to be very interesting to see what the narrative is, right? The biggest narrative we've had, right, is Bitcoin spot ETFs. And people say we were going to moon right after that comes out, this and that. I was on the contrary to that, right? I thought that we were either going to stay where we are or drop a little bit, right? Because it's always buy the rumor, sell the news, right? And once the news finally came out, that it's good and ready to go, right? Obviously, tons of people are selling the news, right? And we've had a drop off. But so the spot ETFs are going to be a big narrative, and I'm really interested to see what the other big narratives are, right? Every bull cycle we had, this is going to be the fourth bull cycle, has been a very, very different narrative every single time. So in 2017, it was ICOs, right? In 2020, it was DeFi, NFTs. I mean, NFTs were probably the biggest thing, but DeFi was huge too. Daily ROI projects, right? Decentralized projects, and just overall non-centralized exchange projects were the most massive, right? So, will we see more institutional money coming in? Right. I know a lot of institutions were waiting for the spot ETF, Bitcoin ETF to get in, but will we see people and institutions, right? People at institutions grow into strictly just buying crypto, right? I don't know. I have no idea. But what I will say is that Gawk Gawk Gary Gensler, right? If he's in crypto, right, still at the SEC, we are going to have no type of forward progress when it comes to crypto. We're just going to have more gray areas until he gets slapped up, right, by some very smart crypto owners and very smart crypto founders, especially decentralized crypto founders. They're going to get SEC is going to get absolutely slapped up, and then we're actually going to have some change. So I don't know what the possibilities are, right? I know that they're endless, in my opinion. I am a full crypto believer. I love crypto, and I want to be pro innovation when it comes to a country, right? I don't know where everybody's from. I would love to know, but crypto in the United States is a super big gray area, and this might be one of the last bull runs we see that you can make life changing gains without the government being in your business. So I'm really, really excited to see where we're going and where we have been. And TitanX is one of those things that we have a high chance of being a very, very good crypto, right? And we already have been a very good crypto. I love the community. I mean, a lot of people interact with my things. I know I haven't been doing daily updates like I have been doing every single day. I've been almost every other day, but people every time I miss a day, they're like, "Max, I'm waiting for your daily update. Whether it's a good update, a bad update, this and that." I've been absolutely grinding in real life, right? I've been grinding. So we are grinding on Twitter, right? We're grinding on YouTube. We're grinding in real life on work, right? I still haven't put up my house flip video, but now that I'm thinking about it, I have all the footage. I'm gonna edit it today, then I'm putting it out tonight. That's gonna be my video tonight. So if you guys want any other videos, let me know. But we're gonna continue to keep grinding, keep pushing. TitanX has been one of the biggest catalyst in my life, right? I've been living like a titan, man. I've been working out, right? I've been off nicotine, right? I'm on coffee very heavy, but off of nicotine all of 2024 and a little bit before 2024. Very, very happy for myself. But I'm living like a titan because when you have a project like this, you have to change your life with how hard you're gonna get, right? I'm getting tough, and I always have been, right? I'm so used to volatility in the market, right? I've been in crypto since early 2017, and I'm not gonna stop being in crypto. There's no even if I just absolutely crush it this year, right? This next year, and I'm financially free, this and that, right? I'm never gonna be out of crypto, and that's kind of why I started my YouTube channel, right? I wanted to be in crypto long term and talking about crypto is one of the ways that I just continue to be on my grind and be ready for whatever happens. And I'm just super excited for the people that even follow me, right? Even think that what I say brings any type of value to not only their lives but to crypto in general. And I'm a very grateful person, right? I expect the highest of highs, but I'm okay with the lowest of lows, right? I'm a very basic need kind of person. I don't need crazy fancy things to enhance my life, right? I just want a great family, a great community, right? A great project, a few great projects in my opinion, and to continue to grow personally every single day. And TitanX has been one of those things that right when December hit and I took YouTube more seriously, my life has changed forever. Right. I've been on an upward price path, in my opinion, and my potential for the future is going to keep growing with TitanX. And I will stamp that. I will absolutely stamp that. So let's just get into some of the comments. I haven't looked at anything, and let's get it. Henny Baby Crypto, let's go smooth. I appreciate you for being here. Yo, I made a live stream finally. I appreciate you, Mo, right? Mo, yeah. How are you today? Fine, sir. Someone merged that graph with the cost of mining increase. Yeah, I agree. I would love to see the price of graph. Yeah. Mike Dean's got it. He will absolutely got it. New project release on TitanX. Ben, if you're still here, what is that project? If it's not Dragon X, Yo Smooth, what's up? CK, I appreciate you, bro. X1, I appreciate you being here. Uh, Huge 100, right? Mo is still in here. I appreciate you. Revo, shout out Revo Evening All. Let's go, brother. Thank you for the stream. I appreciate you, Kasi Patriot. We up 19% today. Let's F and go. Yeah, I couldn't be more excited, man. This has been a great day. I mean, we're going to continue to see different projects interacting with crypto. I mean, with TitanX, and the possibility of these LPs growing together, and it just creating a more spiderweb effect of LPs, right? Because if you have ETH and TitanX here, right, and TitanX has all of these other pairings, right? We are going to continue to be more sticky, and it's just going to create more depth when it comes to TitanX. And I'm really, really excited about where we are right now, especially being so early with less projects being built on top of it, right? I mean, we've done what we've done with just TitanX, so I'm very excited to see where we are with all these other projects coming out. Um, Kasi said, I have a miner coming out tomorrow going straight to Dragon X. And then I think he just fixed Dragon. Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting project, and I'm very excited to see where we go with it. And it's one of those things that like we obviously have seen. Let's just bring up the graph. We saw a crazy price pump, right? Um, let's see. So we had a crazy price pump of 1700% in Dragon X, and obviously it dropped off, right? So I'm interested to see where we go from here. But what Dragon X has is a very interesting amount of game theory, and the stickiness that it does have with um, Titan X is huge in my opinion. I love to see more game theory, and if it benefits Titan X, it's going to be crazy, right? One thing I'm really liking, right, is for just like Titan X, right? The market cap is 1.1 million, and we have a $215,000 liquidity. So we go 215,000 divided by 1100 1.1 million. So it's at roughly a 20% difference. And I think that's a very healthy amount of liquidity for the market cap. I mean, 20 almost 20% is pretty healthy, right? It has the ability for people to buy, people to sell, and the market cap's super low. And market cap of, we're sitting on roughly 12%, 12.5% liquidity to market cap. and that's still very healthy. I mean, a lot of cryptos have almost zero market cap. So, I mean, almost zero liquidity for the sell side. And that's one of the most important things for a crypto project to have is a very heavy sell side. So I appreciate you, Mo. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. It's been a long time coming. We've been absolutely grinding in life, and TitanX has been one of those things that's really helped me kind of lock in. So I appreciate you, Kasi. Definitely hit that like button. I really appreciate everybody. Thanks, Mo. New project is Helios. So I will definitely look into it. I might do a video on Helios if I like what I see. But I definitely have a video on Dragon X coming out very shortly, and also my house flipping video. So if you guys have any other questions, just put them in the chat. I appreciate everybody for being here, watching, viewing, subscribing, and overall, we're continuing to grow, right? But the best thing I like, right, is seeing that we're still top 10, even in price, even in the bottom, right? We're still top 10, which is still crazy to me. Top 10 in ETH is nuts on a project that is so new, right? We're not even 90 days old, right? We're not even 90 days old. We are 84 days old, which is crazy that we've had millions of volume. We're almost at $10 million market cap, and we're going to continue to push this market cap up. I really truly believe so. Let's look at the stats. So 4.25 billion, I mean trillion tokens available, roughly $6 million available, right? So buy and burn has 13.65 million. I think a lot of people are waiting for uh hyper to come out. Liquid percent is 13.9%. We need to get this back under 10%. And I think it's going to happen pretty quick when hyper comes out. A lot of people are interacting with Dragon X and different things like that, but I know a lot of people are pushing and waiting for hyper to come out, and I am too, right? I have a little bit in Dragon X, right? I want to continue to support other projects being coming out, but they have to support TitanX fully, right? I want them to fully support TitanX, and the amount of support that Dragon X seems to have with Titan X, I had to do at least a little bit, right? I didn't do anything crazy, but I got in there a little bit, and we're gonna see where it goes. I got to have a little piece of the spider web, in my opinion. Yeah, where are the likes? Come on, pump this thing up. I appreciate everybody for watching, but just hit the like button. It takes $0, so just smash that thing real quick. The best thing I like about the Titan X community is that people in it are humble and genuine. Yeah, seriously, I've had a lot of conversations, not only with people on Twitter in the public, but also in the DMs and on Telegram. And I've done some phone calls with certain people, and they really are very genuine and down to earth people. And I've always been that, right? I'm not here to boast and brag and this and that. I want to create a community, and I just want to talk about crypto, right? I might not have the best takes, I might not be the smartest person, but in my opinion, it doesn't even matter about any of that. I want to speak my truth, right? I want to speak about certain things I like. And in TitanX, people have been super receptive. I've been in other communities where they have not shown any of the smaller creators love, right? And that's fine, right? And I'm not here to say that you should or shouldn't do anything, but TitanX has been one of those communities that people really accept you for who you are and what you have been doing. And I'm going to continue to talk about TitanX, right, as well as growing not only my channel, but I might start a Telegram, right? I'm gonna continue to grow everything. Uh, I think heard you be developing a project too. How's that going? It has been going, right. I haven't been putting enough effort into it. It is a very interesting project, in my opinion. I hope I get it done somewhat soon, but We'll see where it goes, man. I'm like I said when I talked about it, I'm months away from releasing it, and maybe the hype on my project won't be the craziest thing, but what I will say is that my project will do nothing but support TitanX. Period. There's going to be no backdoor or anything, right? And I might not even put a Genesis on it. I'm nothing, right? I might make it 100% for TitanX. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure, right? I might do some of the the burning fee stuff that Jake be talking about, but overall, it is going to be one of those things that is strictly for TitanX. Whether I make a little bit or a lot, I don't know, right? And it's going to be interesting to see. And once I have more development on it, I will show it. But one thing I will say is I will be streaming the crap out of it when I am done it, and it's hopefully going to be one of those things that really pushes, Titan X up. In my opinion, that's all I want to do. I just want to push Titan X up and continue to grow the community. So I appreciate you. You are here to support me, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you. We need a TitanX casino. That's pretty funny. In my opinion, right? Crypto is already almost a casino. So um, I I think a casino would be good and bad at the same time. I would love to see some interesting things being built onto it, and a casino would be one of them. But it's kind of gamifying the addiction that every kind of person has, right? And whether the one thing that a casino would do is bring a lot of fees to buying and burning Titan X, which is very good. But the aspect of banking on people's addictions is also bad. So it's like it's a little bit of both. And I think overall it will help the crypto community, right? For the Titan X community, more so than people playing the game, but also for that to be profitable, people have to lose in the casino. So it's a give and take, and I think it's a very good idea. But it's I'm really excited to see kind of more projects being built on top of Titan X, and a casino could do that. So we're here. So I'm gonna do 2, 3 more minutes of the live stream. So if you have any other questions, I would love to hear it. Instead of making a regular video today, right? I'm doing the live stream, and I'm releasing it's not a very good, well-made video of the house I'm flipping, but I think it's a good video just to kind of show you where we're at with it. Community pool for Super Bowl predictions. That'd be pretty cool too. I really do like that. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, so last week absolutely demoralizing Cowboys was very funny and awesome in my opinion. We have nothing to lose. We're rolling into San Fran, and they better be scared, man. We are we are a team with you know very low expectations, right? No one thinks we're going to do anything. So, yeah, I'm really excited. Youngest team in the NFL, Jordan Love, has been crushing it. So, I think a Super Bowl predictions thing would be pretty cool. That'd be really fun to do, especially doing somewhat of a, even like a block, right? I don't know if you've seen it where people buy blocks of quarter things and everything. So, hi, Mike. When do you think buy and burn will be rolled more aggressively again? I don't know if that's to me or someone else. My name is Max, but I appreciate you. I think once we have more things rolling, I think especially with the lull of where we're at in the hyperinflationary aspect of Titan X right now, I think that is one of the biggest things that the drop of the buy and burn has went to callable every hour, and I think it's twofold, right? We don't have as much transactions as we did, right? Especially you can see with how many miners we've started, but also we want to save this and we want to save that, right? So V2 and V1, when everything's rolling, I think this is a very long term thing. And the fact that we have $15 million in there is very bullish, in my opinion. And we want to save this and make it sustainable. So us doing, you know, let's go to buy and burn. Us dropping it down, right, and doing, roughly $200,000 every single day instead of doing millions of dollars every day. I think it's a very important thing. So if we have transactions and people using it and buying uh, TitanX, that's when we'll see it get more aggressive. And although being more aggressive right now is good, right, for price pop in and this and that, I think the amount of price potential in the future with less coins coming out is going to be make it even better. So if we get more aggressive later on, I think that's going to be better for the coin overall. But I think right now callable every 60 minutes. I personally wish it was like that earlier. I think we would have more in the buy and burn balance, and we're going to continue to grow the buy and burn balance. But we need more transactions and more push. So I appreciate you, Ravi, for the question. Anybody else have a question before I get out of here? I appreciate everybody for watching, viewing, subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man. It takes absolutely no money. So, in order to the Ramen says, in order to raise the price floor, market cap has to go constantly up with daily inflation. We might have 1 trillion by end of the year. So, yeah, we might, right? At the end of the day, we might, but for overall, right, the amount of coins that we have right now available, right, is roughly 17 trillion. And but I will say though that the amount that's coming out uh overall is going to continue to drop, and we have a big day, a couple big days and some big days after that, after the 280 day, but we might have less, right? And if we have 100 trillion, that's crazy, right? But at the same time, it either will drop price enough where buy and burn goes crazy and it creates more buying opportunities. And if we have 100 trillion by the end of the year, so be it, right? Long term, with how many projects are buying and burning, right? And Titan X buying and burning, and Hyper being there, and Shogun will be there. At the end of the day, we are going to continue to eat away at the ever growing inflation. And every single day that passes, it's harder and harder to get more TitanX. But I know you're concerned, or Raymond, but I feel you, but I think we're going to eat it up, in my opinion. So I'm not quite sure. And we're in a very interesting part of this ecosystem, but I think with the daily update happening, we are going to continue to eat away at everything. And having multiple halvenings a year, right? Having tons of quarterings, right? This is going to be very, very interesting, and see where we're at in the future. So, cold coffee is it's one of those things, right? I drink black coffee, and when that black coffee gets cold, it seems like it shoots you up, right? But this has been an absolutely amazing live stream. And I the fact that I have a consistent 30 to 40 people in this live stream watching me is such a blessing, right? I remember days where I would be on a live stream for 2 hours, 3 hours plus, and have two or three people in there at the most. And it's not that I felt embarrassed, but I would just private that live stream at the end of it, because I just didn't want it to be like, there's no people watching it, right? This and that. But at the end of the day, I'm so blessed to be in the position I am, where people think and view my content and words that have value to them and to the community. So I appreciate everybody. We're going to be doing different live streams, not only on TitanX, but different things as well in the future. But this has been a great TitanX live stream. The fact that I can just come on here for 50 minutes and just kind of spitball back and forth has been very fun. I appreciate everybody for throwing some comments in there. And when I do, finish this live stream, if you could just come back on here and hit it with the like real quick, that would be amazing. I appreciate absolutely everybody for being on here. We don't know the future, but all we can do right now is grow where we're at. And yeah, we're still growing. Ravi, no worries. I appreciate you for being here watching, right? And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, everybody. I appreciate everybody. And until next time, Smooth and Crypto, I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. We're out. Peace.